Что?
Ничего. Я подумала, как там твоя мать в больнице?
Все будет хорошо. Если ей станет хуже, Алекс позвонит.
Милый, я знаю, что пережила Памела. Ты ее однажды уже чуть не потерял. Почему же сейчас ты о ней не беспокоишься?
Я беспокоюсь. Я знаю, как она боится больниц, особенно если она одна, но ведь с ней Алекс и Мейсон. А у нас с тобой медовый месяц.
Да, но у нас вся жизнь впереди. Знаешь, мне бы хотелось, чтобы все тревоги и печали мы делили пополам. Но у нас ничего не получится, если ты будешь делать вид, что все хорошо, а у самого в это время на душе кошки скребут.
Мы ведь за 3000 миль от нее.
Надо немедленно сесть в самолет и вернуться домой.
Скажи, что тебе сделал СиСи?
Ничего. Мы просто разговаривали, и мне стало плохо.
Памела, не обманывай меня, это был не светский визит. Если он тебя не трогал, значит, сказал тебе такое, что тебе стало плохо.
Все будет хорошо, Николас. Успокойся.
С тех пор, как ты появилась в Санта-Барбаре, ты в постоянном напряжении. Если ты будешь держать все в себе и дальше, будет еще хуже.
Ну, хорошо. СиСи меня расстроил.
Я так и знал.
Он знает, что Елена была моей дочерью, а я хотела эту тайну унести с собой в могилу.
Как он об этом узнал?
Умирая у него на руках в Лазер-Пэлас, Елена сама ему это сказала.
Вы поэтому и встречались? Ведь это была не случайная встреча.
Конечно, нет.
Почему ты мне не сказала? Я бы пошел с тобой.
Кэпвеллы очень хотят спасти Круза. Вряд ли ты пошел бы со мной, если бы знал, чем интересуется СиСи.
Я ничем не могу помочь Крузу.
Алекс, ты сам сказал, что я в напряжении. Если я буду скрывать, что в Лазер-Пэлас я видела тебя, мне не будет легче.
Ты сказала СиСи, что я был...
Я ничего ему не сказала. Я все еще оберегаю тебя. Хотя ты и не был до конца честен со мной.
О смерти Елены я знаю не больше, чем ты.
Нет, ты что-то знаешь. Рано или поздно это всплывет. Друзья Круза Кастилья докопаются до этого.
Перл, ты опоздал на 5 минут. Ты никогда вовремя не приходишь.
Что с тобой? Мы в хорошей форме. Я, по крайней мере. А что у тебя?
Ничего. Николас так и не перезвонил Идену. И я не могу дозвониться. Я его не понимаю. Казалось бы, он больше всех должен хотеть, чтобы убийство его дочери было раскрыто.
Да-да, я понимаю. Не волнуйся, кажется, я нашел ключ к отгадке.
Что ты нашел?
Меня все время свербила мысль о том, что собранные полицией данные о Елене не полны. Я еще раз прошерстил ее номер в отеле, и, наконец, меня озарило. Ее счет за телефон был всего на $30 в месяц. А я пару раз сам видел, как она говорила на гораздо большие суммы. И тогда я пришел к выводу, что у нее была еще одна кредитная карточка на другое имя. Теперь понял?
А откуда ты знаешь, что это ее карточка?
Откуда? Через компьютер телефонной компании я проследил все ее звонки из отеля и из детективного агентства. И вот смотри. Пожалуйста.
Да, она много звонила.
Да уж. Майкл Джордан и то меньше мячей забивает. А пару раз она звонила в пустыню. Чуешь, чем пахнет?
Похищение Мейсона.
Для суда это, конечно, неубедительно. Но как версия вполне годится. Было еще 5-6 очень долгих местных разговоров. Их я еще проверяю.
Классная работа, старик.
А ты думал?
Ладно, ты проверите номера, а я займусь Николасом. Он ведет себя как-то странно.
Извини, но, по-моему, у тебя свидание с Крузом.
О, да-да-да-да. Мне пора. Надо убираться отсюда, пока Кейт меня не нашел, иначе я никуда не пойду.
Почему ты считаешь, что можешь вламываться в этот дом и лезть в нашу жизнь, когда тебе
Осторожней,
вздумается?
без рук! У вас мало неприятностей. Хотите, чтобы я вам припаял хулиганское нападение?
Что тебе надо?
Допросить вашу...
He's already answered all your questions. What do you want?
Oh, I got a lot of questions to ask her, like where she was at 7 a.m. this morning, what she had for lunch, how many times she brushed her beautiful blonde hair. Question after question until we get her boyfriend back behind bars where he belongs. Tell me something. Santa Barbara's finest didn't see her leave, so she must be on the premises, am I right?
Upstairs. Can't be disturbed.
Yes, you can. Watch me.
Hey there, sports fan. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Good to see you.
Oh, I hate to leave you, but it's so good to be back.
How are them legs working today? Anyway?
Oh, great.
That's good. Any news on the investigation?
Well, this is really weird. Dr. Nicholas told me that he let me see all of Elena's personal things, but now he won't return my calls.
Oh, wow, that is weird. When the man told me to my face he didn't think I killed his daughter, so it don't make no sense for him to be acting weird now.
Well, unless he's got something to hide.
It does seem like he does, doesn't it? Well, I guess we better keep on him.
I have no intention of, letting up.
There you go. You just be careful, okay? Be careful.
You better.
How's the sunset out there again?
It's beautiful.
Well, you and I should be lying on a blanket out in front of the beach house right now, watching that sunset. And I promise you that as soon as this mess is over, that's the kind of thing we're going to be doing.
Of course, it was only after extensive negotiation that you and I were able to arrive at this settlement. Based on prima facie evidence, I can tell that you are a very contented young man. I sincerely hope that you approve of my version of baby talk. I do love you. And I want you to know that whatever happens with your mother and myself,
Capwell and Son.
How dare you?
Well, good evening, Julia. Is anything wrong?
You know exactly what's wrong. What did you say to Smith?
In regards to...
Don't
what?
play coy. This isn't amusing me at all. I want you out of my life, not manipulating it. Guess what? Smith suddenly canceled my transfer to Boston.
Well, perhaps he felt you were too valuable to the firm to allow you to leave.
His words exactly. Of course, he was only too happy to oblige my request this afternoon. But he seems to have had major second thoughts about an hour after I told you I was leaving.
Julia, you shouldn't diminish your own worth to the firm by automatically assuming that I had
Don't try to worm your way out of this one with compliments. You know, this kind of meddling in my life is a new low for even you, Meyson.
If anything I may have said to Smith was totally based on my professional feelings in regard to you leaving the firm, Julia. I guess she didn't buy that. You know, I'm going to have a lot of sound advice for you when you grow up.
Is he getting impatient, Mr. Coppola?
No, he's perfect, but his father isn't. I just got a call from the office. I'm going to have to run down there and help Miss Wainwright with the case.
What time should I tell Mrs. Coppola to expect you?
She's shooting late tonight, so I'll probably be home before she is. But in case she calls or in case I'm not, just tell her that I'm at the office and not to worry.
Good luck, Mr. Coppola, of course.
Thank you. You keep an eye on Mrs. Whitcomb. Chip?
I hope you win your case.
Oh, the case is won, Mrs. Whitcomb. Just a matter of the settlement.
Baby, we have waited so long for this honeymoon. I mean, there's no way that we can cut it short now.
One of the main reasons we waited was because of my family. And I can't even imagine another man being as understanding and so willing to help as you were. I mean, our wedding turned into an escape scene for Cruz, and you didn't complain once.
Well, I care about them, don't I?
Yes. And I know you care about your mother. You know, and we can have a honeymoon anytime we want to. But wouldn't it be better if we knew she was okay and everything else was okay? We wouldn't have to worry about anything. We just have a wonderful time.
It all baffles me that someone can be as intelligent and compassionate as she is beautiful. And the fact that I married that woman is truly incomprehensible to me.
Can you comprehend that?
Oh, yes.
There's a flight in 45 minutes. We can be in Santa Barbara before midnight.
I won't forget this. I promise you. I promise you that soon, very soon, we're going to have the most incredible, amazing honeymoon. And when did you say that flight was?
In 45 minutes.
You know, it's only 10 minutes to the airport.
Where did you find this? In the study, going over this? Well, boning up on your multiplication tables?
That's some top secret investigation I'm doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
And when did they move the last resort into СиСi's study?
Well, I'll tell you, I figured if I stay here, I save the taxpayers a lot of money, you see? I stay here, you don't have to pay him to go over to my house to keep an eye on me.
Yeah. Got a question for you. Come here. How did a woman in a wheelchair get past 27 police officers?
I can't quite figure that out myself, Mr. Timmons.
That's a less than thrilling answer.
Maybe they were all so tired waiting around that they just didn't notice.
Huh? It is his job to notice, my friend. It is his job to make you miserable.
Wait a minute, I thought the cop's job was to fight crime. Now, who are they going to fight if they chase Cruzy? Because he knows the Cruz isn't a criminal.
Wait a minute. You're in on this, aren't you? You mean they were stupid enough to let you in on this scheme? Where's Castillo?
Oh, you know, they don't tell me anything. That's the problem.
Yeah. How long have you been here?
2, 3 hours.
When did he get in here?
Well, there's no record of him entering the grounds.
Oh, this is fun. You know, you guys are a regular laugh ride. You should have your own show. You guys are out there playing pinochle while the Capwell Cosa Nostra comes walking in whenever they want to. Would you do me a favor, please? Would you go out and ask your men if they saw Cruz Castillo drop by to pick up Eden Cap? Would you please do that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
You know,
what?
That's really too bad, Mr. Timmons, because you had everything going your way for so long.
Yeah. Well, the tide is going to turn, my friend. And you're going to hang 5 with Cruz Castillo right into the slip. You like that, too?
Thought I told you I want you out of this house.
You know, you play the same old tape over again. I've heard that before. Why don't you fast forward it to something else?
Well, I tell you something. You see, Eden is somewhere on the premises. Maybe she's someplace that your men have not looked.
No, she isn't on the premises. She isn't here in the mansion. She's no place.
Oh.
And nobody saw her leave.
Oh.
Here, he is here. Nobody saw him come in. You know, it doesn't tax my deductive powers to figure out what happened, unless you're a magician. But, I don't know, let me tell you something, Houdini. Tonight, when you reach in the hat to get the rabbit, I'm going to be there. Bite your hand off.
Do you think Elena even had an address book?
I don't know, but I do seem to recall on the list of her belongings.
Well, maybe Dr. Nicholas has it. Maybe I should go to his house and try to find it.
No, darling, I don't think it'd be a good idea for you to get busted for breaking and entering right now.
Don't you have confidence in me?
Yeah, I do. I have all the confidence in the world in you, but if you do something like that, I think we should leave it up to Kane and Pearl, you know?
Cruz, do you think Dr. Nicholas could have killed Elena?
No, I don't. You know, I walked in on the man when he was grieving over her casket. And there's just no way he killed his own daughter. Even though he does seem to be hiding something.
I'm gonna go find him right now.
Darling, be careful, okay?
I will. Hey, you. We're gonna have that sunset.
You promise?
I promise. Big promises.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you more.
Mason? Mason, honey, I'm home. Mason, where are
I'm sorry, Mrs. Capel, but your husband isn't here. He was under the impression you'd be filming very late this evening.
Filming?
Yes, your movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I messed up. I thought I had to shoot my big scene tonight, but I really don't have to do it until tomorrow. But Mel and I went through the scene, and I feel so much better about it, Mrs. Wickham. I really do.
That's really good.
You know, when you have these big scenes, you get so confused. You know, I read through the scene, and I thought I understood it, and then I read it again, and I didn't understand it at all. And then I went back over, and I felt totally incompetent. You know what I mean?
Well, not being an actress, I really don't understand.
But, you know, Mel made it all very, very clear to me. So is Meyson in the city?
No, he isn't here, Mrs. Carpenter.
Oh, that's right. You said that. Well, where is he?
He had to go into the office.
Well, what time is it?
It's a little after 8 p.m.
Oh, of course. Oh, yes, it's my husband's favorite time to be at the office. You know, normally he does stay home and spend his night with the whole family, but sometimes these really pressing, important business matters come up, and he has to go with Julia and solve them and everything. You know, they spend an amazing amount of time at the office. In fact, they are so dedicated that they spent the entire evening on a mountaintop, all in the name of justice. Oh, so I'm all alone. You can go home.
You certain you're all right, Mrs. Carpenter? I mean, I can stay a little later and look after Chip if you like.
No, fine. Please, don't worry about me. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. I forgot to pay you. I'm sorry.
It's not important. There's no rush.
No, it's important. You've been so sweet. You stayed so late. And because you stayed so late, please, this is yours.
Mrs. Carpenter, this is too much.
No, please, I insist. Take it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll speak to you very soon.
All right. There you go. Bye.
Bye.
Alone.
Well, that's a mature way to handle the situation.
No, the mature thing would have been to wait till your back was turned and then let you have it.
Julia, if you'll just listen to reason.
You know, this is the perfect example of why you and I can't work together.
We work together very successfully.
Well, things are a little different now.
I won't deny that.
Are you going to deny that you called Smith to block my transfer?
No, I did that. You left me no recourse.
What about talking to me?
I did that. That's how I knew there was no recourse.
You're impossible.
Julia, running away would have been a big mistake for you. You know that.
And that's why you talked to Smith? About what was right for me?
Basically, yeah.
I can't even say it. You're incapable of saying what your feelings really were about me going to Boston and why you did what you did.
I won't deny there were underlying motives.
You may have cost me my transfer, but I want you to know that you will not be calling the shots in my life. And if you think that you will, you are dead wrong, bucko.
I wouldn't dream of trying. At least we've got a little time now.
Time for what? Mason, you just don't get this. You don't. All the time in the world isn't going to make a damn bit of difference. Because you and I are in this emotionally destructive limbo that has been going on for months. And that's what I need to get away from.
I'm aware of that. And that's why things are going to change.
Not by pulling my string. Julia Wainwright. Yes, he is here. Hold on. It's Pamela.
Mother? Well, are you all right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right over. That was my mother. She's in the hospital.
You've been avoiding my calls, Dr. Nicholas.
Eden, I'm sorry I couldn't get back to you. It was one of those impossible days. As a matter of fact, I was just on my way over to your house right now.
Did I make it clear how urgent this was?
Yes, you did. But everything I had to do at the lab was equally as urgent. But here, I have everything that you asked for right here.
This is what the police gave you?
Yes.
Where's the address book?
The address book? My address book. But if it's not there, I don't have it.
It was on the list of Elena's belongings.
What list? I never saw it. It's not. Maybe you should talk to Julia or Meyson.
I need the address book.
And I said I don't have it. Now, these are the last few belongings I have of Elena. I think I've gone out of my way to give them to you. So if you'll excuse me.
So you think this Nicholas thing is the way to go?
I think it's our best shot for now. Hey, listen, Kane, I'd like you to do me a favor if you could, man.
Yeah, you name it.
We both know how easily Eden could get carried away. I'd like you to keep an eye on her, make sure she don't get in too deep.
No problem, don't worry. What's the other thing?
I need a gun. There's a revolver in the closet of the beach house by the front door. I'd appreciate it if you get a hold of it for me.
Yeah, I can do that, but why do you think you need a gun in here?
Well, I'm not going to be sitting here on my butt forever while you guys do all the work.
I don't think you want to get into a shootout with your friends in the force, man.
Well, that's probably true. But the way I look at it, man, whoever killed Elena is still out there. I don't see what's to keep him from trying to kill somebody else.
Где ты была? Как это могло случиться?
Я была в лодочном сарае. Я пыталась сделать слишком много и слишком быстро. Я стояла в этом темном сарае.
What were you doing in a place like that?
Meeting someone.
Who?
That's not important, darling.
Mother, tell
What
me
is
who you
important?
were meeting.
What is important is that you're by my side now.
Who was it?
Your father.
I should have known. What was he doing? Did he threaten you in some way?
No, he didn't do anything.
It doesn't surprise me. Why were you meeting him there?
That's something that will have to remain between your father and myself.
I don't understand how you can protect him. I'm not going to let him come between us again.
Darling, I promise you that will never happen again.
He's made it very clear he doesn't want you in Santa Barbara, Mother.
Yes, well, I've made it clear that it's my home now. I'm not going to leave you ever, Meyson.
Excuse me, Mrs. Conrad. It's time to go downstairs for some tests.
At this hour, is there something wrong?
Oh, no, sir. It's strictly routine.
All right, well, I'll just wait here for you, Mother.
Thank you, Meyson, darling. Julia! So very kind of you to come by.
It's good to see you looking so well.
Well, I hope I'll soon be out of here next to no time.
It shouldn't take too long. Okay, here you go.
Julia, how very kind of you. Is that what's known as a delayed reaction?
You are impossible. You know that? I thought I made everything crystal clear to you, and then you turn around and you do the exact same thing again in the next 10 minutes.
In my judgment, that kind of physical abuse warrants a more coherent justification.
Don't you dare deny this.
Denial is precisely my stance until I hear the charges.
It's not enough that you kiboshed my transfer.
Kibosh?
Don't start with me. You know exactly what I mean. Then you turn right around and you block my resignation.
I saw your resignation. In fact, you displayed it so prominently, I wondered if maybe you didn't want me to try and block it, but I resisted the temptation.
Don't lie to me.
Julia, I'm not lying to you. It disturbs me that you have so little regard for your own ability that you'd think the only reason for a rejection of your resignation would be some malevolent interference on my part. Our illustrious senior partner is not an idiot, but he would have been if he had allowed you to just walk out on him.
And you really had nothing to do with this?
Nothing.
Oh. Well, I'm sure that you can understand why I jumped to the wrong conclusion with the way that you have been behaving.
Strike first and ask questions later.
I'm not going to apologize for this. I'm not. And I am going to walk off that job if I so choose. And let me tell you something. I choose it.
Julie.
Dr. Nicholas said he never got the address book.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. The police must have given it to him.
Yeah, well, I know. I guess I'm just going to have to ask Cruz about it tonight.
Wait, you're going back to the grotto tonight?
Well, yeah, I intend to go every night.
No, that's not a great idea. It's too risky.
Well, it's the risk I'm willing to take.
I'm not talking about just the risk for you. I mean, what if you're followed? What if one of Keith's men follows you? Cruz will be back in prison like that.
Well, no one's going to follow me. I always make sure that no one follows me when I go to the beach.
Fine, no one follows you, but they see that you're coming out of a tunnel. They keep an eye on it. We wouldn't be able to get to Cruz at all.
Hey, there you are. Tim was just here a little while ago. Furious that he couldn't find you.
What did you tell him?
I told him you were somewhere on the grounds, but he wouldn't buy it. I'm going to tell you something. He's determined to find out how you're getting in and out.
Well, I guess I'm just going to have to be more careful. But I will not promise I'm not going to go see Cruise.
I'm Chief Timmons. I appreciate you meeting me here tonight.
Your assistant made it sound like it was urgent.
Well, it could be. I understand you did some work on the Capwell mansion a number of years ago.
Oh, I just contracted for a few cosmetic things, nothing significant.
Really? I call $100,000 significant, wouldn't you?
Well, you know how detailed those places can be.
Yeah, you know, I also know how a contractor can slot away hidden costs and make himself a bundle.
Look, Timmons, I run a very respectable company.
Good. Well, you can keep it respectable by cutting the bull and tell me what you did with the Capwell mansion.
I don't remember that job very specifically.
Well, let me jog your memory for you. People have had a habit of appearing and reappearing through no visible doors. I have a feeling you can shed some light on this phenomenon.
I wish that there were some way I could help you, Mr. Timmons,
tell you
but...
something. Let's make this easy. I'm not in the mood to dance.
You can't close me down.
Oh, yes, I can. I can, and I will. You will not build a birdcage while you are under investigation, and this investigation can last years.
I swore to Mr. Capwell that no one would ever know.
Oh, well, I'm sure he's touched by your loyalty. I know I am touched by your loyalty. You're out of business, my friend.
There's a tunnel.
Music to my ears. How? Where? And to where?
The study. One section of it stretches all the way to the Lock Ridge estate.
Draw me a picture. Been a lot of traffic in this tunnel. About time they paid a high toll.
You know, the only reason I'm giving you that is because Kane told me that you insisted on it. If you ask me, I think it's a very lousy idea.
Your objection is duly noted.
Okay, change the subject. Something new came up today. I think it's going to be great.
What?
Did you know that Elena was seeing a psychiatrist?
Yeah, Dr. Glass. He testified at the trial.
No. A second shrink. A Dr. Schatz.
I don't recall anything about a Dr. Schatz in any of the reports.
Yeah, right. There was no report of this either. Phone record.
What? Shh. She made all these calls from the office?
And from the hotel room. The number that appears there 43 different times is Dr. Schatz's personal, private, medical emergency line. Huh.
Well, why would Elena need to go to 2 psychiatrists, Pearl?
Oh, come on. A woman like that, if you ask me, she needs a whole army of shrinks.
Listen, man, there's one more thing. I'm gonna hold on to this. I just want to tell you one more thing.
Yeah, what?
I really appreciate all the work you're doing for me, Pearl. It's been first rate. Thanks.
I gather Eden Capwell finally got to you.
I did everything I could to help.
And left her suspicious. Alex, she'll come back, and so will Cruz Castillo's friends. You've obviously aroused their suspicions, too, and they won't stop until they find the truth.
I have nothing to tell them.
I know you're aware of something else that happened that night at the Laser Palace. I also know that you loved Elena far too much to have killed her. What could it be, Alex, about her death that could be so horrible?
Oh, calm. I have to calm down. Hi, sweetheart. Meyson can't see me like this. Calm. Just one tranquilizer, and I'm gonna be just fine. Oh, yeah, sweetheart. Oh, yeah. Fine. I'm gonna be fine. Oh, wanna get your cracker? Here. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter? Here, look what I have for you. Oh, yeah. Yes, we're going to be very happy, aren't we? Yes, we're going to have such a happy life. Oh, sweetheart, Mama has to sit down for a minute. Oh, there you go. Here you go. Yeah, we're going to be happy. We will. I promise you. We'll be very happy.
Eden, is Dad here?
Yeah, I think he's upstairs. Listen, is it possible that Keith might have kept Elena's address book after the trial?
Her address book? No, I don't think. No, I saw it with Elena's belongings when the police sealed up her bag to give to Dr. Nicholas. He should have it.
Thanks. That's what I thought.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, Daddy.
Mason, want to see me about something?
No, I don't want to see you, Dad. It's just an unpleasant obligation.
Obviously, Pamela has gotten to you already.
Wasn't it enough to ruin her life once? Is it really necessary to hound her until she drops?
I refuse to take the blame for what happened to your mother. She made her own bed.
Oh, that's wonderful. You destroy a woman's life, you bribe her to try to get her to leave town. When that doesn't happen, you bully her and threaten her until she winds up in a hospital. And what's your explanation for it? What does the great СиСи Capwell have to say in his defense? She made her own bed. That's a little simplistic, even for you.
Oh, Mason, please. You can rhapsodize around the facts all you'd like to. I simply made a choice years ago, just the way you made a choice when you married Victoria.
There's no parallel.
Oh, really? So you're not going to look at this realistically? You're going to wear the same blind as you wore all your life where Pamela was concerned? Now, I don't know what kind of palette you used to paint this idealistic picture of your mother, but if you look at the colors carefully, you might see certain shades of deception and manipulation. Because she'll stop at nothing to get what she wants. And that has not changed.
I'm still amazed at how readily you cast the first stone.
Look at the havoc she's already created since she's come back. She's got you yelling at me tonight. That's exactly what she wanted.
No, she was trying to protect you. She didn't want to tell me who she was with.
Yes, that would be her thing. She urges forgiveness and compassion as she pushes you out the door, dagger in hand.
Why has it always been so important to you that I hate her? I finally realized that. I just can't understand why.
I hate your mother. What you feel for her is your business.
I love her. And I'm going to do my best to protect her from you. Now, she's not interested in pressing charges for what happened tonight. But you have my word. I won't let you get away with it again.
Mason, you've made great strides since you came home. I felt it. I know you did too.
You made your bed, Dad.
I don't believe it. How wonderful to see you both. Oh, but you shouldn't have interrupted your honeymoon on my accord.
No, we wanted to. How are you feeling, huh?
Much better.
Yeah?
Yes. They've run a battery of tests, and so far I'm perfectly healthy. I think it was just minor exhaustion. But everything's going to be all right now you're here.
I'll leave you two alone for a few minutes.
Oh, Kelly.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Pamela.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, how did this happen, huh?
Oh, it was just exhaustion, darling. I suppose I should have expected it after all the things I've been through since I've come back to Santa Barbara.
Yeah, you've been through a lot of pressure since you got here.
Oh, well, it's the last few days that have been the worst. Mason has been so very busy with his business, and you've quite rightly been with your new bride, and I know it's selfish of me, but the last few days I've just felt so particularly alone.
Hey, come on, we'll soon put that right.
It would mean so much to me to think that when I go home, you and Kelly will be living with me.
Well, if that's what you want, that's the way it's gonna be. Yeah, we'll be there just as long as you need us. Why did Elena have two psychiatrists?
Because she was a maniac. Even two psychiatrists weren't enough.
I don't understand. If you knew...
I knew and I know a great deal.
It's your move. Why won't you help us? You know I didn't kill Elena.
But you haven't figured that out yet, have you? All the pieces don't quite fit. Check.
Did you kill her?
Father killed his own daughter. But a father put a gun to her ribs and blow her insides out. When the bullet goes in, it makes a very small hole, but when it leaves, Cruz, it makes a very large hole. Would a man do that to his daughter? It's your wound.
I don't get it, Doctor. If you didn't kill her, why are you fighting me?
I'm not fighting you, Cruz. Of all people, I would have thought that you would have known your own enemy.
Checkmate. You're dead.
Buy a girl a drink?
Whiskey, baby. And don't be stingy.
Ooh. They told me at the hospital you'd be waiting here.
Your mother sure was happy to see you.
She was happy to see us both.
Well, I am glad we came back, anyway.
Yeah, well, you might not be when you hear what I've gone and done.
What?
Well, I haven't spoken to you about this very much, but
You told your mother we'd move in.
Yeah. Look, it's just for a while until she's better and emotionally stronger, okay? I mean, she's tough. The doctors say she's in good health, so just a month or two we'll be out of there.
No, that's fine, I understand.
You're upset, right?
No. No, I'm not, baby. I love you, and I want to be with you. Anyway, it's a huge house. We'll probably have our own wing or something. And like you said, it won't be for that long.
You're amazing, you know that? Waiter, some of your finest champagne here. I want to toast my lovely bride. Come here, you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Coffee, honey. I need some coffee. Mama has to have some coffee. Okay, so you sit down here, right, and you eat your cracker, okay? Oh, don't tell me you're funny. Okay, you stay there. Mama has to get some coffee. Yeah. Oh! Mommy has to go out for a little bit of air. Honey, I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, honey. Mama, I'll be back.
You know what time it is?
There's a clock in the hall.
I stopped by your house, and the nanny told me you were still at work. I couldn't believe it.
Now that you've satisfied your curiosity, would you shut the door on your way out, please?
Julie, I came to apologize for blocking your transfer.
Apology duly accepted.
There's more if you want to hear it.
I'm going to continue packing. You can say whatever you want to say because it doesn't change anything.
I blocked the transfer because I couldn't stand the thought of you taking Samantha and going to Boston.
Well, then why don't you just let me know when it's convenient for you?
Will you stop being so...
I can't stop being flip. Because if I'm not flip, then I'm just going to get upset again, and I'm exhausted from being upset about this, Meyson.
You try to understand.
I do understand. I do. I was doing something that didn't fit into your grand scheme, so you resorted to subterfuge or lying in order to get me to do what you wanted me to do. That's what happened, plain and simple.
There's nothing plain and nothing remotely simple about the situation, and you know it.
But I have no one but myself to blame for ending up smack in the middle of an emotional nightmare.
I guess I can speak for Victoria in thanking you for that very vivid description.
You think I want the status quo, but you're wrong. This has been very difficult for me to sort out. But time isn't going to make it any easier. And my indecision is unfair to both you and Victoria. That's why I'm going to tell her what happened between us in the mountains, Julia.
All right, Pearl, you've checked and you've double-checked. Are you sure it's clear on your side?
Just me and the crickets, Mr. C.
Yeah. Hold on a minute, will you? Look, darling, it's getting very late now. You sure you want to go? I mean, Cruise will understand if you go tomorrow, you know.
Well, Keith's men are more likely to expect me to go then than they are right now.
Eden's on her way.
I'm in.
Oh, hi. Oh, I must have taken a wrong turn. This is supposed to be the Pussycat Theater. Hello there, Blondie.
You drinking on the job?
No, it's for a celebration. My goodness, you look like you're all gussied up to go meet someone. I wonder who that could be. Ooh, if looks could kill, but then I'd be dead already, wouldn't I, СиСи?
I'd like that.
Gee whiz, you know something? I hope you're not planning on taking that route, because you're going to have to take a very large detour. You see, I'm planning some reconstruction of the old Capwell Tunnel. This is for the dechristening. I assume you guys remember this little gizmo here. It seems that Kane is not the only person who can set off explosives with this. Let's see what is on channel number 4. Should get a real bang out of this, boys.
You are not going to blow up this tunnel. Because if you do, you'll be responsible for me.
You're not going anywhere, sister. Not going!
Come on, Edie, let's boogie.
Who are the big winners and losers in this first national confrontation of all the presidential candidates? We'll find out. Also, John Hart begins a series of special reports on changing Russia. Tonight, Perestroika. The Gorbachev policy of restructuring is bringing a new world of profits and incentives to farm workers. But will they buy it? Tonight on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.